Hello everyone and welcome to a really quick deck profile video where I want to show off a deck I've been working on for quite a while recently. I've been doing quite a lot of playtesting and it has been turning out really nicely. So this is a Psychic Darkness deck influenced by the deck I played at the Crimson Invasion pre-release but upgraded and basically just made into a proper 60 card deck. So let's just go straight into it. First of all, it plays 3 copies of Ghastly, 2 from Crimson Invasion, and 1 from Evolution. So a nice mix. I don't think the Crimson Invasion ones are the best, but they are pretty decent. And then the Ghastly from Evolution nicely evens it out. Then we have 2 copies of Haunter from Crimson Invasion, and then the main part of it, the Gengars from Crimson Invasion. The Gengars from Crimson Invasion are amazing because of their ability. So if you don't know already, they have an ability called Ignoring Curse, which basically means that whenever your opponent attaches an energy to one of their Pokemon, that Pokemon takes 20 damage, which is amazing. So try and get, if you want to play this deck, get these there as fast as you can. Next up, 2 copies of Solana from Crimson Invasion, which will get your enemies nice and burned, ready for the Salazzle. Now, although this is the Crimson Invasion stamp promo, the regular Crimson Invasion card has the same attacks. So, yeah, it doesn't matter which one you're playing. Then we have what basically nicely syncs up the Psychic and Dark parts of this deck together. We have 2 Noivats from Burning Shadows, I believe, and then a Mewtwo GX. He has some really good abilities and is a nice way to kind of put together the Darkness and the Psychic. And there's a few other Pokemon that could really work well with this kind of deck. Next up, we have 2 Murkrows and a Henchkrow from Guardians of Rising. This, I think, is really good and it's a nice legit offensive Pokemon. Like maybe you're just kind of investing into something else. That is really good. And then we also have a Hooper, which is really good because he can't take any damage or other effects of attacks from Pokemon GX or EX. So, yeah, that could be really useful just to make your opponent not be able to do anything. Just put him up. And he has a decent attack for 80 damage. So that could just put an end to your opponent's GX Pokemon if they don't retreat or do something else. Next up, we have a Spinder. I did a video on him a few weeks ago, and I said how I just love playing him in different decks just because of how useful he is. All he needs is 1 energy to do 30 damage and confuse an opponent. That's super useful. All you need is 1 energy, just plop him down, and boom, he's off, confusing your enemy's active Pokemon. Next up, we have 2 copies of a Mewtwo GX, and that's one of the Pokemon I talked about earlier that works well with the Psychic Dark combination because of his full burst attack. These are from Shining Legends, by the way. His full burst attack makes it that you do 30 damage times the amount of energy attached to this Pokemon, so you can attach Dark Energy, Psychic Energy, whatever. It all works really nice. Then we also have a Nihilego. This is a really awesome card with a really decent GX, which adds 2 price cards to your enemy's price cards, and then his lockup makes it that your opponent's Pokemon can't retreat and is 120 damage. So you can really just put your opponent's Pokemon in a tight box there because they can't retreat and they're just getting killed out there with 120 damage for just 3 energy. Next up, on to the supporters, we have 1 copy of Gladion, 1 copy of Lily, 1 copy of Olivia, 1 copy of Tron Scheme, 1 copy of Lucimin, and 2 copies of Howl. So you have a nice variety to wiggle around and use what you need to. Next up, we have a Misty's Determination. And then for your items, we have 1 copy of Ultra Ball, 2 copies of Nest Ball, 2 copies of Tyrant Balls, 1 Enhanced Hammer, 1 Big Metal Saddle, 1 Switch, 1 Pokemon Catcher, 2 Energy Retrieval, and a Choice Band. So a nice mix of items to really just push your game and get the Pokemon you need to just completely wreck your opponent and the active Pokemon. So you can just use those basic Nest Balls and then the Timer Balls and the Ultra Balls just to get your team ready. Next up, we have an Ultra of the Moon, which is great for your Psychic and Dark Pokemon because they have 2 less retreat costs. Then we have 1 Warp Energy, 3 copies of DCE, 9 basic Psychic Energy, and 6 Dark Energy. Now, this deck probably isn't perfect. I've been just working a lot on it, and it's still a work in progress. So let me know what you think, and I'll definitely improve it and make more videos on it in the future. But for now, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, remember to subscribe, like, whatever. And I'll see you all in whatever I make next. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.